Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former game, just about ready to start. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Stanford's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him, they know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got the back in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front to get up.
There he goes. He gets Gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line...
Big guy tries to barrel in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the...
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Final play of the quarter coming. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Makes the catch, it's Anderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen.
He's loose on the left. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Third-way quarterback keeps it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's St. Clair. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air on first down. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes a catch at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, NC State!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fakes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down.
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Parrish. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Base 27, John. Base 27.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Hoping to pick up the first. Here comes Stanford on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Got enough for the first. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get...
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. That's caught. It's Parrish.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Ineligible safety, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Takes a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And with time running out in the first half, they'll take the knee, content with the lead they have, and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense headed to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more.
He's into the open down the middle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a...
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got his man! Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got the back over the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Here comes the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Buys a little time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. To throw, it's Bailey. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint, because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. From the 39. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the sticks. It's Black. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down, we'll open up the... Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Using the quick game. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Gets it out fast. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll run it to the right. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the ground game. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Got it in the middle. It's Hampton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a better play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. On his feet at the 40. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Black. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to run for it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Looking for a gap. It's Hampton. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. If we need to go for it on 4th down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, Dave.
First play of the drive, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short.
Here we go.
They'll go to the ground. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.